On today's video, we are back at the range, and today we are going to be testing out some 10mm reloads. Now, one of my subscribers, Reloader7.62, see him in my side chat when I do my live show. He's a real good friend of all the guys at the Georgia Shooting Connection, and he's got a lot of knowledge when it comes to reloading. And he has been nice enough to share his recipe with me for his 10mm reloads for his high point 10mm carbine, and that's what we're out here to test out today. So real quick, what we got here, we got a Hornady 155 grain XTP. We're using CCI large pistol primers. We're sitting on top of 9.6 grains of power pistol, and our case length is at 1.260. Let's have some fun. All right, we are going to shoot a 5-shot group at the top right target. All right, looks like you're a little low left. All right, looks like we stacked them in there pretty good. Let's get down and check that out. All right, we got a pretty good group there. Put 4 of them all together. We're just a little bit low and a little bit to the left. So we'll make a slight adjustment. We'll just do 1 click up and 1 click to the right. But we got this little one down here, but we're still talking probably 1.25 inch group right there. That's the best we've had yet. All right, we made our adjustments. I did 2 clicks right, 2 clicks up. Let's fire another 5-shot group at that top left target. Still a little low. All right, let's get down and check out one. All right, I'm not sure what happened there. I know I went up and I know I went to the right. I obviously went to the right 1 click too many. But another really good group. We got all 4 of these blowing out the same hole, and we got one right here. So this group here, we're talking a 1-inch group. So we got something here. This is the best the high point's ever shot. All right, we are all set up on the 50-yard rifle range. Got the chrono out in front of me. Got a camera down there rolling. We got 5 of these 155 grain XTPs loaded up. We're going to shoot 5 through the chrono. I'll call off the speeds as I go through. Now, we got this pretty well zeroed, I believe, at 50 yards. So let's shoot a 5-shot group at that middle target. Let's see how well these rounds do at 50 yards. All right, we got a speed of 1463. At a 1531. Got a 1555. $15.72 and a $15.59. Let's get out and check that group. All right, so we got 3 touching right here. Those are all within less than 1 inch. These 4 here, this group is about 1.5 inch group. And then we've got here, now that's going to take it out to about a 2-inch group if we factor this one in, but we need to adjust just a little bit up and left, but this is pretty good for that carbine with that terrible trigger in it to be able to get a group like this at 50 yards. All right, so my battery was actually going dead in my dot. I got a ton of batteries in my range bag, so I swapped out the battery. I made an adjustment I went 3 clicks left and 3 clicks up since we were shooting a little low right. So what I want to do is shoot a 5-shot group at that top right target. $14.41. Looks like we might still be just a little low right. Not as bad as we were on the last one. That shot there was $15.41. $15.73. And a $15.69. And a $15.59. All right, so we got 4 stacked right here. This is just a little less than 2 inches right here. We got this one down here. We're still 2 inches here. I'm pretty happy with this. We need to maybe 1 click to the left yet. This gun at 50 yards used to shoot 4 and 5 inch groups. I've never been able to get 2 inch groups with it. I'm definitely happy with the data that Reloader7.62 shared with me, and the new barrel in the carbine from High Point, because I've never been able to get groups like this at 50 yards with a red dot and a magnifier. Okay, we got a 1441. 1540. 1563. 1567. And a 1573. All right, guys, my final thoughts. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. The last time I had this gun out at 50 yards shooting groups with it, I was lucky to get 4 or 5 inch groups out of it with that same bullet. So now that High Point has put a new barrel in it, we got the new stock from High Tower Armory, and the reloading data that Reloader7.62 shared with me, 2 inch groups at 50 yards, I'm going to take it. The other issue I'm having with this is I have astigmatism, so when I use a magnifier behind a red dot, it makes it even worse. So that little target I'm shooting at down there, that dot is covering that whole target. So I'm having a hard time kind of getting precise as far as that goes. The other issue is, like we talked about in the last video, the trigger in this thing's horrendous. It's heavy, and it's just an awkward trigger. And that's because the trigger's up here. You got linkage going all the way back here to the factory trigger. So you're not going to get precision out of this carbine. It's just a fun gun to shoot. It's compact and it's cool looking, but you're not going to shoot precision with this gun. So 2 inch groups at 50 yards with a red dot and magnifier, I'm taking it. I'm super happy with it. Now, I did make an adjustment on our windage. I did go 1 click to the left because we're actually going to be putting out another video. We're going to pit the 155 grain XTPs against the 155 grain Federal hydra-shoks with that same powder charge. So that's going to be a pretty cool video, and that'll be coming up here pretty soon. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.